Hey everybody, welcome back. Now I'm going to tell you my Father's Day story. Oh, that looks cute. I like that. Show me your, that looks really good. Show me the turnaround. Let me see the back. That looks so good on you. Anyway, sorry, distracted. Just wanted to tell you about my Father's Day, and and it reminds me a little bit of how I grew up. My dad is extremely funny. I don't know a single person on earth who doesn't absolutely love him. And he had, unfortunately, when I was about 25, 30, so like 73 years ago, he had prostate cancer. And I grew up in Half Moon Bay, California, and then moved to San Francisco. So I've been in San Francisco for 35 years, something like that. Anyway, we were I went to visit them in a restaurant in Half Moon Bay, and the serving staff was taking a really long time bringing our food, and we were always having a good time. We weren't that stressed out about it, but it was kind of getting to be that point where it's like really, like, it's now been 100 years. So anyway, he says to the waitress, "Could you please bring our food soon, because I have cancer and I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last." And we are dying, like we're like seriously dead. And the waitress, her face, like it's like she shut down, like all processes in her body shut down, like the blood stopped flowing. She was pasty. Her pupils got a little bit dilated, and she slumped a tiny bit. And I think I heard her heart slow down a little bit. And I think her fingers started to tremble, and her knees were wavering a little bit. She fainted, and then she had a seizure, and all these people came over. Okay, anyway, none of that happened. He just said, "I have cancer." Sorry, I can't stop myself. It's like an affliction. So I just thought, you know what? That's the coolest thing in the world, to be able to laugh at something that is literally threatening your life. And it not only brought levity to us, apparently not so much to the waitress. The ambulance came and she still wasn't laughing, which is weird. And so I just carry that with me as like, a great dad thing. And then I also remember it's like right around that same time was when Cagney and Lacey was on, and I love that show, and I'm sorry, but I did. And I just went back and watched like a 10-minute clip on YouTube, and I remember thinking they were kind of old, when it was on, and that they were kind of, like Mary Beth Lacey was, Tyne Daly seemed big, and but like none of that's true. They look so young to me now. They're both like amazing, and it was just funny. But anyway, when Mary Beth, who was Tyne Daly's character, had a cancer scare, and it happened a few times recurring in the season, there was a really big moment when she and Christine were talking about this, and Mary Beth says, "I'm afraid of dying, Chris. I've got cancer." I know it's not supposed to be funny, but that was really funny to me. So even as raised my own children, whenever we talked about cancer, which would come up from time to time, because human beings, we talk about things. And so we always called it the cancer. So when I had to tell my kids about my diagnosis, it was a terrible day. It was really shocking to them. And a couple days later, when I wasn't home, and I remember specifically telling them that it was stage 4 cancer, but I don't think they clearly didn't hear that, or my memory is wrong, because when Michelle had this conversation with them maybe a week later, and she mentioned stage 4, our younger son said, stage 4? Isn't stage 5 dead? And the answer to that is possibly, but not with me. It was not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen with me. So anyway, throughout the course of all this, my older son has a very, very hard time. He was very, 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 very upset. And I think they both were, but having comedy to deal with it is always fun. And so my younger son would, refer to it as the cancer. And we were playing cards. So we were up there for Father's Day up in Lake Tahoe with my mom and dad, and we play a lot of cards. And one of them, by the way, one of the games that is the best game in the world that we play with them is called Hand and Foot. And I have hand and foot syndrome. So it's really not that funny. Just trying to make a connection. Anyway, so I won the second time we played it. And the first time we played it, I was the biggest loser ever. Like, I had zippity-doo-dah in the points. And I'd say, could you please I just need a king. I have cancer. I have a king, please, so I can lay down. It's not that funny, but we do talk about it all the time. So, cancer, which is in its own way pretty funny. And I'll have to find the note that Hayden left on a dirty towel that he laid on the sink with a note on it that said, please don't use this towel, especially if you have the cancer, C-A-N-S-U-H, and left it on the sink, which, the fact that he didn't wash it, he gets bonus points for being funny, so I'll take it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by for today's Cancer Chat and Father's Day, and my dad giving me the sense of humor to carry through this and to share it with all y'all. And I appreciate you. I like you coming by. I do. Okay. I'm suddenly talking with it. I don't know where this came from. I just got a deposit from the angel who wanted me to talk like this. So I'm going to sign off as another person. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Daisy Bug. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, you too. Okay. All right, bye-bye now. I love you too. Okay, bye-bye.